guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and this is just a collective reading I wanted to do to go along with the bi-weeklies that I was doing. These bi-weeklies are really to make up for me not posting last week because sis was drained last week. I don't know about anybody else, but this week was about me getting back with my YouTube. When I'm not on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. So that's where I've been at, even though I haven't been on here. But I also wanted to have the individual zodiac signs as well by tomorrow. I'm aiming for tomorrow. If not tomorrow, if it gets too late, then I'll post early Monday. But I was on a very good streak until I don't know what happened energetically, but I just took that week off, let it pass. And then starting this week, I was getting back to my videos, getting back to my groove. I'm on a nice groove of Instagram. I post every other day. Once my Instagram really starts to grow more, then I'll post more. But for right now, I like the every other day. And then now that my Instagram is more settled, now it's time for me to work back on YouTube. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I wasn't just going to come back with these videos and be like, all right, y'all, peace out till next week. Nah, like, I was going to make up for me not being here, even though it wasn't my intention. But hey, it is what it is, because I was very happy with how motivated I was feeling, and I still feel motivated, and it's a great feeling, you know. And I just wanted to create extra content for you guys, you know, in place of me when I'm not here. If I do extra sets of videos like I did doing, well, I meant to say like I'm doing this time, or rather I'm on Instagram. Either way, it's going to be content. That's my big focus. But anyway, let's see what our collective message is. I just wanted to say that, and also do an extra collective too. I didn't want to just do the bi-weeklies and leave it like that. You know, I wanted to also work on the individual zodiacs too and have them for you guys as well. Let's see. What is the collective message for September 15th to September 30th? A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. What's interesting is we will be going into Libra season September 23rd. Then we have Mercury retrograde going on in Libra. So with the new romantic cycle begins, I feel like this could be geared more towards a situation where you and this person already were speaking. Because with retrograde, that's more of a time to reflect on where you've been. So this is a time for balance between you and an individual where you had a disagreement prior to this Mercury retrograde. And this Mercury retrograde is bringing balance. Because that's an overlooked thing. You know, retrogrades are retribution, and Mercury is communication. So when Mercury is retrograde, here's another thing that's overlooked. Because I hear a lot of people say, don't start anything new with Mercury retrograde. But with some people, they have natally Mercury retrograde in their chart. So while Mercury is retrograde, because I've met people like that, where they get clarity during Mercury retrograde that they didn't get when Mercury was direct. So with the Mercury retrograde people, some of them, it's their natal energy. They operate at the great capacity because that's their natal is Mercury retrograde, right? Because not everybody has Mercury direct. So when Mercury goes retrograde, there could be people in the mix of that have Mercury retrograde that's their time to move forward in a weird way. Like, I have Mars retrograde, so I understand how that go. Like, when Mars is retrograde, that's my natal energy. But when Mars is direct, it takes a lot more energy. I got a lot better throughout the years, but I understand how that goes. So I can only imagine having Mercury retrograde. And then you have it natally. So that's when you get the clarity that people had when Mercury was direct, if that makes sense. And then for people who got Mercury that's direct, see, the retrograde has a different effect on you. And I just wanted to say that because some people may have people coming back that have a natal Mercury retrograde, where they are honestly seeing the situation for what it is, you know? Because I don't really hear that being talked about. Because there are people that had Mercury retrograde. And me as a retrograde person with Mars, retrograde time, that's our natal energy. So we can see things or do things differently, you know? And we have your commitment is being tested. Yeah. So this was someone you was already dealing with. Like I said, for some, these people do have Mercury retrograde in their chart. So, but your commitment is being tested. It's a time for balance. And with Mercury retrograde, it's also going back over information you didn't see. And then you can still talk to people, but it's just not placing so much expectations. You feel me? It's just waiting about another 3 weeks just to be safe. But that don't mean you have to duck and hide Mercury retrograde. That's the thing I don't really like. I like to just tell people, just make sure you double check everything. But Mercury retrograde can absolutely be a beautiful time, just as any retrograde is. You know, it's just communications. Meditating, yeah, new moon in Pisces. A personal issue reaches resolution, yeah. This is in terms of someone you guys were already dealing with, where there was a time of meditate and contemplate. This individual is realizing, listen, my commitment's been tested because it's in the center. I have meditated and contemplated that I do want a new cycle. Now, it could be casual talks of this, but see, just not making that full decision until about mid-October. Right? That's not that long. It's like Mercury retrograde is like 3 weeks. You know, it's a short period of time. But in that short period of time, we can get a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding. And the Libra scales, people making peace, people making balance, people seeing things from a different point of view. You got the Sun in Libra, Mercury in Libra, then you got Venus in Scorpio. And then you got Mars in Libra. So you got Mars in Libra. Mars represents men too. So men could be in the space where they want to be more balanced. You know, if they fell out with someone they really care about, this would be the time where they probably would say something, you know, especially if they got Mercury retrograde natal too. You know, just wanted to say that. Because I do see that here. Let's see. New moon and Libra. Yeah, somebody. This is what I said. This is Libra energy. Getting rid of this conflict. Things that was in the past. This person wants to bring balance because, number one, they realize how you held your own, man. And they respect you for that. Because this person realized that they put you on the defense. And that's what caused the commitment to be tested. They meditated and contemplated on that. It could have especially been in Virgo season. Well, like when Mars was in Virgo, you know, and then the Sun was in Virgo too. Because that brings a lot of analytical, practical. That's why I think it's good that Virgo comes before Libra. Because you need that analytical, practical, and then you go in to bring it balanced. You got to analyze and, you know, break down situations before you can make balance, because you truly can't make balance if you never use the Virgo to break it down, you know. So this person has been breaking it down. And then on top of that, you got the Pisces energy here. Meditate and contemplate. You start to feel compassion. Pisces is compassion. You start to realize how you made this person feel. See, that's the thing about Mercury retrograde. It also has the power to make you think differently. You go back in your mind about the experience from last Mercury retrograde, which was... Dang. Was that in the summer, right? I don't remember when the last Mercury retrograde was. I think it was in the summer. So maybe from events from the summer possibly, or in between that time, there's an individual wanted to end the conflict. 5 of Wands. I've been picking that up because my Instagram reading has been going that way too. A big theme of balancing Libra scales and justice and all that. Let's see. Yeah, 4 of Cups reversed. This person is tired of sitting here like this. This person, I feel, has even been turning other people down. There's been people giving them the cup, you know, but they like, nah, I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? Because we all know summer, well, for where a lot of us live in the United States, is pretty much winding down. And we all know that holiday season is coming. You know, you going to be in the house more often. And this is usually what we know as cuffing season. You know, when you start talking to your serious, you know, people who you find as counterparts. You know, where you really would consider a relationship with. You know, the summer was probably about getting out, having fun, but now it's more about, I did all that, but I want to go back to this person. And plus, I feel like this person could have had other options, but it's not you, collective person. Look, Four of Pentacles. Let's see, why the Four of Pentacles here? See, the Six of Pentacles. This also came out in my Instagram reading with the Six of Pentacles. That's what I was saying. These Libra scales. I keep seeing Libra scales. It is a lot of karmic justice going on right now. And for the next 3 weeks, it's going to be a lot of revisions of things on the smaller level and on the worldly level. You know. And then going forward, as we finish the transition of the North Node being in Gemini for the rest of the year, and then going into Taurus in January 2022. So things are really starting to wrap up about rearranging things. And with this individual collective person, they're really holding on giving back to you. See these scales, man? Libra scales, the scales in the hand. Let's see, your commitment's being tested. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles here. You see how this person was, they realized this is how they was in the past towards you, collective person. You see this man's foot on the hog's head. This individual realized they kind of stepped on people when they heard things that they didn't want to hear. They didn't know really how to, well, not how to, but how does that make people feel? You know, this person was kind of insensitive. I'm not going to lie. This person was. And this could have been a big reason why you left them, because it's kind of like, how can I be with someone like that? Like, my stuff's going to dry up with yours. But that's what this person is meditating and contemplating about, because they was left to sit there alone. That's right. Who's going to sit up there with you there, buddy? Because like that, and you step on people's heads? No. That makes sense why they want to bring that balance, because you feel ashamed that you was like that. Think about it. Stuff drying up like that. Look at him. He look angry. For some of them, they've been angry. Like, not like snapping like viciously at people, but a little on edge. You know? King of Pentacles. Yeah, because it's been hard. Exactly. They realize, listen, this is about compromise. Libra scales. Balance. Partnerships. Not just you-ships, partnerships. Because if you just want to care about yourself, just be single. That's how you was coming, collective person. Like, if you want to sit here like this, hey, live your best life. If you enjoy stuff drying up, if you enjoy sitting there miserable like that, you like it, I love it. But I don't. And you left them. It wasn't as easy for you, of course, collective person, but you went on to anyway. Because who's going to deal with that? No. Ten of Wands. Especially if they didn't have to deal with that. Ten of Wands. And we had the Four of Wands. I feel like this person really realizes, is it really worth sticking to your own guns to the detriment of yourself? Do you really care? For some, these people were prideful. Do you really care about your pride that much that you sitting here like the King of Pentacles? Who's going to be with you like that? The only person that would be with you like that is someone who would just want to have someone next to them. Honestly. Someone who doesn't know their worth. Someone who would rather have someone treat them like absolute gum on their shoe just to say that they have someone. That's someone who would be with the King of Pentacles. But collective person, you're not, you've been the gum on somebody's shoe before. You know that you don't deserve that. You know, but other people, unfortunately, sometimes won't ever come to that conclusion. You know, we can't save everybody. That's just the reality, you know. So I feel like, collective person, you saved yourself. It's like, can you imagine being with someone like this? Even if you did like them, it's kind of like, you're turning me off. New moon in Pisces. We have the 8 of Wands reversed. Yeah. This person has been meditating and contemplating how they should not have come at you like this. They shouldn't have been so quick to... I feel like this is a situation where it was a reading I did a long time ago where it was called Don't Make... I think that was a Libra reading. I think it was. When I said don't make permanent decisions based off temporary emotions. How about that? I really think it was Libra that was for. And it seems like that's what happened here. A person that was just emotional about what they wanted, but ended up making in a way, a permanent decision. You sitting there like that. You know, you taking your offer back. And they was trying to fight past this. You know, this person could have been very stubborn. Absolutely. Stubborn enough to their own detriment. Eight of Wands reversed. We have the 4 of Wands again. Wow. That's like 2 11 cards right here. Collective, what I say for you, this is going to be a very prosperous time for you. I do see that with the 4 of Wands here twice. But I really feel with this individual is really hitting them that I threw away my 4 of Wands. Just to be this freaking King of Pentacles. Yeah, because you left to sit there. That's what that's exactly that's what I do. I'll leave you sitting there like that. I ain't going to try to kiss up to you, kiss you behind, tell you everything you want to hear. If you want to sit there like that, be my guest. But guess what you're going to realize? As you sit in that throne as the imaginary king that you think you are, life is going to show you the reality of the situation that you are not. That your mindset, your pride, your ego has overridden your common sense. That's what this person realized. This person could have been... It reminds me of that Drake line where he says, I had no choice but to prove I made the right decision. Like some people's pride will cause them to force themselves to prove that they made the right decision. Does this look like they made the right decision? No. This person actually had to come to terms with how they have been lying to themselves. You have not been living in reality. 4 of Wands. Page of Swords. Page of Swords here. See? 9 of Cups. Because the truth is you do make them happy. But collective person, they definitely had some growing to do in this situation. And that's the thing. People who are prideful, Saturn in Aquarius is going to tear them up. When I mean tear them up, I mean tear them up. Because I know people say, you got Leo placements, but the shadow aspect of Leo is pride. And you don't have to have Leo placements to have pride. So Saturn can still come for you. You feel me? If you still in like that lower vibration aspect of Leo is pride, because the highest expression is the heart. So that's where you will experience this opposition of Saturn. Even if, to me, even if you don't got Leo placements, it's the energy you possess. And this person was possessing the energy of that shadow Leo of pride and being stubborn and being arrogant and sitting here like this. And then you realize, because you're going to be alone. Or like I said, you're going to deal with someone who would care more about you and could care less about themselves. But we all have to be responsible for our own decisions. But I feel like this individual is really looking back on why their commitment was being tested because of you. Not you, collective, but because of them. You know how I'm trying to say. Okay. So, actually, I want to do some ancestor messages because I haven't done these in a while. So, bring my book back out. Okay. Let's see. What are final messages for the collective? Sorry about that. I thought that was going to come out. We have spirit guides. We have embrace your inner gypsy. Oh, I haven't seen that come out in a while. Well, really ever. Because certain cards come out a lot. Okay, so we have a few here. Respect your physical body, connect with animals, interact and relate. Okay, so let me go to spirit guides real quick. Your spirit guides are calling you. They want to give you clear messages to help you along your true path. You may not be able to go on a traditional vision quest, but you can embark on a spiritual journey. Learn more about who your spirit guides are and explore ways of communicating with them. Make attempts to hear, feel, see, and sense your spirit guides. If you are unsure of how to communicate with them, meditate and ask for a sign about who they are, or ask for help from a spiritual friend or mentor. And then we have embrace your inner gypsy. Consider what you can do to get back to your fun-loving, free-spirited self. If you can't make the changes today, put things into place so you don't feel stagnant or trapped. Book a holiday, plan an outing, or dance in your lounge room. Free your mind and your soul by doing things that make you feel alive and passionate. You are not meant to feel like a caged animal. Be true to yourself and to what you want to do and free yourself today. And then we're going to go to respect the physical body. Attend to your physical, emotional, and mental space. Like a buildup of dust, toxins, thoughts, ideas, and feelings can accumulate and start to dull your energies. Create a bubble in your routine where you can process and release stress, emotions, or physical impurities. Sweat it out in a sauna or or with a run or walk in the fresh air. There you go. Notice what you are consuming and limit the processed foods, chemicals, or negativity you are taking in. A cleansing diet or skin treatment will have benefits for your whole self. And then to finish the last two, connect with animals. You have a natural connection with animals. They are drawn to your energy and trust you. You have the gift for communicating with and healing all kinds of animals, including fish and birds. You may have been thinking about working with animals, adopting a rescue animal, volunteering at an animal shelter, or looking after injured wildlife. If you already work with animals or have pets of your own, this card is confirmation that you are on the right track. Keep up the great work you are doing with animals. And lastly, we have interact and relate. Your spirit shines brightest when you share your energy with others. You are not meant to travel through life alone. Spirit has sent people and animals for you to interact and share your life with. Reconnect with someone you haven't seen for a while or haven't spent enough time with recently. How ironic was I talking about someone that you haven't seen in a while to connect and relate and to bring balance to a situation. But anyway, I hope you guys appreciate this reading, and I catch you guys later.